That's too many people in touch class. Wait. They were like, this is their third time meeting this year. Dumb fuck. Third meeting all year. It's the end of the year.
Alright, I'm also gonna set up a stopwatch.
Probably a lot of things.
You said 20 minutes?
6 minutes.
They're doing nothing or a lot of things.
Alright.
Oh, like your senior presentation or senior video. You might be like 6 minutes, 5 minutes.
Are you ready, Zoe?
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. I want you to think about the last time you were bored. What did you do? Most of us do the exact same thing. We pull out our phones and start scrolling. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat. One video turns into 20 videos turns into an hour. Suddenly we spent an entire afternoon staring at a screen and somehow feel worse afterward. The average teenager now spends hours every day online, and according to the Associated Press and Pew Research, nearly half of American teens say they're online almost constantly. We have more entertainment than any generation before us, but are becoming more distracted, less motivated, and more unhappy. Today, I want to persuade you that doom scrolling and constant passive entertainment are damaging our mental health, attention spans, and happiness, and that replacing some of that time with actual hobbies can seriously improve our lives. First, let's talk about the problem. Doom scrolling is the habit of endlessly consuming content online, especially short-form content and negative information. Apps are designed to keep us scrolling as long as possible. Every swipe gives our brains a tiny reward. The problem is that over time, our brains start craving constant stimulation. That makes normal life feel boring. Homework feels boring, reading feels boring, practicing an instrument feels boring, and conversations feel boring. According to Harvard Health Publishing, doom scrolling has been linked to worse mental well-being, anxiety, stress, sleep problems, and lower life satisfaction. The American Psychological Association also warns that excessive social media use can interfere with sleep, physical activity, and real-life social interaction, which are all important for healthy psychological development. Which, even without citing all these studies, we all know this. We can feel it when we are mindlessly scrolling. You open your phone for 5 minutes and somehow an hour disappears. We watch dozens of videos, but afterward don't feel rested or fulfilled. We just feel mentally drained. A lot of people my age say they can't focus anymore without multiple forms of stimulation at once. Some people can't even watch a movie without checking their phone every few minutes. We've trained our brains to expect nonstop entertainment every second of the day. Another major issue is that scrolling replaces meaningful activity. Instead of creating things, we're consuming things. Instead of developing skills, we watch other people develop skills. Instead of participating in life, we watch other people live theirs. The constant comparison also damages confidence. Social media usually shows the best moments of people's lives, not reality. Over time, people start comparing their lives to everyone else's shorter highlights. And when people do show their highlights on social media, they are also compressing it down to take a lot less time. So it's 1 minute long videos for something that took them a month. So people don't realize that it took a month, and when they can't do the same thing, they don't fully get it. According to a recent Pew Research survey discussed by the Washington Post, many teens now believe social media negatively affects people their age, especially confidence, sleep, and mental health. So what's the solution? The solution is not throwing our phones into the ocean and living in the woods. The solution is obviously balance. We need to spend less time passively consuming content and more time actively doing things that challenge us, engage us, and give us a sense of accomplishment. That's where hobbies come in. Hobbies give people something real to care about. Music, sports, art, reading, filmmaking, photography, cooking, writing, anything that involves participation instead of passive scrolling. According to Harvard Health Publishing, most people with hobbies report greater happiness, fewer symptoms of depression, and higher life satisfaction. Healthline also reports that hobbies can reduce stress, improve self-esteem, improve sleep, and help emotional well-being. And the real reason hobbies matter so much is because they create a lasting satisfaction instead of instant stimulation. When you practice guitar and finally learn a song, that feeling lasts. When you finish editing a video, that feels rewarding. When you improve at skating, drawing, or running, you actually build confidence because you've earned something. Scrolling gives temporary distraction. Hobbies give purpose. Now imagine what happens if things continue the way they are. Imagine a generation, this one, with shorter attention spans, less patience, weaker social skills, and less motivation to create anything. Imagine people spending most of their lives consuming content made by other people instead of building experiences of their own. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine people putting down their phones for 1 hour a day and replacing that time with something meaningful. Imagine more people learning instruments, starting bands, making films, playing sports, going outside, learning skills, and actually becoming interesting instead of endlessly watching other people be interesting. People would feel more confident, more positive, and more connected to real life. So here's my call to action. This week, check your screen time. Most people are shocked when they see it. Then take 30 minutes of that scrolling time and replace it with some real activity. Read, exercise, learn instruments, draw, start a project. It doesn't matter. You can still scroll, just not for several hours, one less hour, and then use that hour to start working on anything else. The point is, stop spending your entire life watching and start participating again. Because at the end of the day, nobody remembers the hundreds of videos they scrolled through. People remember the things they actually created, the skills they learned, and the experiences they actually lived. Thank you.